solving linear systems by elimination. You're looking for a number with the same coefficient within the system. So 3 and 5, no, not the same. 4 and 6, no, not the same. However, 3 and 5 do have a lowest common multiple of 15. So we can multiply both equations to give us 15x, 15x. When we have both 15x, 15x, we can subtract these equations, getting rid of the x, and then solve for y. Let's do it. So we're gonna multiply this guy by 3 and this guy by 5. Okay, let's do the top guy first, keep it the same. That'll become 15x minus 20y equals 35. And our bottom guy is now 15x minus 18y equals 24. And now we can subtract, getting rid of the x. So this goes away. This becomes negative 20 minus negative 18, negative 2y. Okay, remember subtracting a negative is the opposite, so addition. And we have what? 35 minus 24, that's 11. That's 11. So this is what we're left with. Okay, solve for y, easy. I don't like negative y, so I'm gonna divide by negative 2. Divide by negative 2. That gives us y equals negative 11 over 2, aka negative 5.5. So let's write that up here. Y equals negative 5.5. And now we can go back and put this into the original system, one of the equations, and solve for x. So let's do it. Let's put it into 3x. Here we go. So 3x minus 4, not 4y anymore. We know what y is. It's negative 5.5 equals 7. Okay, now solve for x. Let's get rid of the brackets first. Negative 4 times 5.5 is going to be positive 22. 3x didn't change, and we equal 7 still. Let's get x by itself. So we're going to minus 22 on both sides. 3x equals negative 15. We have to divide by 3, so x is on its own. Negative 15 divided by 3 is negative 5. There you go. So our y is negative 5.5, and our x is negative 5. So the key point takeaway here is when you're solving linear systems by elimination, you're looking to change the coefficient or have a coefficient that is the same so that you can subtract them, getting rid of one of those equations. Solving linear systems by elimination part 2. This one we're adding. Notice something cool about this system. We have a negative 3y and a positive y. If we times this by 3, we'll have a negative 3y and a positive 3y, which would cancel out if we add the equations together. So let's do that. I'm going to multiply this side by 3, and I'm going to leave that guy alone. So it will be 4x minus 3 equals 24, and this guy becomes 6x plus 3y equals 30 times it by 3. Now we can add these two equations together and watch what happens. 4 plus 6, that's 10x. Negative 3y plus positive 3y, they just cancel out. So we have no y anymore, which is good. So then we can solve for x. And equals 24 plus 30, that's 54. And we solve for x, like we said. Divide by 10, divide by 10. X equals, that's just 5.4. So we have our x variable, just like that, within seconds. Now we can solve for y. So if you're struggling on your test with time, this is a really fast way to do it. Because we have our x value, we can go into any of these equations, whichever one you want. I'm going to choose the bottom one, substitute it in, and check it out. Now we're solving for y. And y has no coefficient on it. This is going to be so easy. 2 times 5.4, that gives us 10.8 plus y is 10. Get rid of that guy to get y on its own. Now we have y equals, that's just going to be negative 0.8. There you go. We found our x and y within seconds.